Hello everyone, RN here. Welcome back to the world of Pikmin, and I hope you enjoyed your Halloween. This episode was to follow a Halloween special that kept getting scrapped and redone, so that mixed with my work taking me out of town and away from my computer delayed that and this video, so I do apologize. I want to give a quick shout out to my first member on the channel before we get started, Alex Billings. Thank you for your support of 99 cents. I appreciate the love. As always, I thank you to my growing audience and the feedback in the comments, and I'm glad to be doing another episode for you guys. Alright, back to the show. Welcome to the world of Pikmin. We'll be discussing the Arachnorb family today, and we'll begin with the beady longlegs. The beady longlegs is a boss appearing in Pikmin 1 and 2, and is the first showing of the Arachnorb family in the game. It stomps around whatever territory it's given on the map, and its weak point is its torso, which you're going to find is mostly the trend for all these family members. Its body is covered in a wax shell, and most of these Arachnorbs behave very similarly, and they luckily aren't too aggressive, and they don't move particularly fast. As you damage it, it will slowly disintegrate, and it even has its own theme song, which I will show you here. Finally, Olimar has two notes on this creature. This creature is so large it would tower over even the dolphin. All the Pikmin can do is cling to its feet and try to slow it down. Its large round torso is its sole weak point. Since yellow Pikmin fly highest, they should be most effective against it. And although this creature is commonly associated with spiders, it's actually the result of a separate evolutionary line of insectoid creatures. Since the spherical body section supported by the creature's legs carries most of its internal organs, there appear to be no other features that would correspond to a head or abdomen. Up next, we have the baldy longlegs. It appears in Pikmin 3 and 4 and is similar to the beady longlegs, but lacks the wax shell around its body, which allows Pikmin to climb up its legs to strike its core, and it has little toesies. It actually is the same species as the shaggy longlegs, but just doesn't have any hair. Whether they are born bald or lose their hair during battle, once its hair is lost, it can't be grown back. And here's a quick note from Alf insulting it. Did it lose its hair in a fight, or was it born bald? As ruthless and tough as it is, it also seems a little pathetic. And then here's a note from Charlie. They say the best defense is a good offense, but getting rid of all its hair to focus entirely on stomping around might have been taking it too far. Still, I can always respect a warrior willing to commit all the way. Now, we're going to combine this transition into shaggy longlegs since they're the same species. While they are the same creature, fighting the shaggy longlegs takes more time, as its hair must be removed before you can begin striking its core. All the while, it will be trying to shake you off. The shaggy longlegs can be seen in different colorations based on its environment, and is brought up in Olimar's notes. Thick hair grows on its spherical center, as well as its joints. One would think it's there for protection, but it's a simple matter to pluck the hairs out. Several coloration variants have been cited, most likely due to regional characteristics rather than stress or advanced age. They normally sit docile above the trees, but will descend to scare off intruders with loud footfalls. I do enjoy this note, mostly because I like the visual of the giant spider jumping down from off-screen from the trees above. I've never really thought about it while I play, but I just think it's a strange image in my head. Up next, we have the Raging Longlegs. Look at its menacing, huge feet and ominous color scheme. Luckily, despite its larger feet, there's still room to stay underneath it during combat, though you should probably keep your Pikmin squad relatively small. And after it shakes off its attackers, it's worthy of note that it will rage and stomp faster, like its name suggests. It does have more durability than the Beady, but it is also lower to the ground, so there's much more access to dealing damage constantly. Your Pikmin squad can't be too small because it does regen while it's still up, so you still need to do a certain amount of damage over time. It also has a special entry in Olimar's notes, in my opinion. Arachnorbs boast a wondrous biological composition with a silicon-based exoskeleton and innards coated with malleable heavy metals. However, much about these creatures remains a mystery, as specimens regularly explode when they are dissected. These explosions produce scorching flames that completely melt all internal organs, leaving us with disappointing lack of information on the inner workings of the species. You must await the development of new dissection processes and more specialized research before we can better understand this enigmatic creature. However, the following observation notes have been recorded. Appears to be leveling terrain for some unknown purpose, location of eyes and ears not readily apparent, and freezing a specimen may yield new research opportunities. I like the world building around trying to study this creature. Also that it explodes while being dissected. I kind of wonder if that's connected to why it has like fireworks and explosions when they're defeated and break apart as well. But you can leave your thoughts on these topics down below. Up next we have the Man-at-Legs. This is definitely one of my favorite bosses, and on my first encounter when I was younger, I definitely fled after being reduced to around 10 Pikmin, because I got absolutely walloped and it was a nightmare. This family member is very unique not just for the Arachnorb family, but creatures shown in the Pikmin world in general, considering its biomechanical and very rare types are. Unlike the other spiders shown in this family, Man-at-Legs doesn't stomp around, just has a huge machine gun under its torso. At least it has a warm-up time, a laser that shows where it's aiming, and a cooldown. The note written from Olimar on this one is certainly interesting. This species of the Arachnorb family fuses with machinery at a crucial point in the maturation process, giving it the ability to fire energy bursts from the launcher beneath its orbital torso. However, the Man-at-Legs itself is not in control of this weapon, so the mechanical portions of its structure appear to automatically acquire and attack targets. The Man-at-Legs has a gentle disposition, and as a member of the Arachnorb species, it has no natural enemies. It's particularly difficult to understand why this species would develop such awesome offensive capabilities, leading to rumors among the scientific community that it was the machinery that approached the Arachnorb and proposed a symbiotic relationship. What kind of machine would approach the Arachnorbs is my question, and sadly I don't think we'll ever get an answer for that. For our final entry, we have the Groovy Longlegs appearing in Pikmin 4. It's easily the most standout boss in my personal experience from playing that, and also it is another biomechanical enemy. From Captain Olimar, this species has some remaining internal organs, but its carapace and eyes are made up of inorganic material. All 19 of its eyes are actually photoelectric sensors that the species uses to precisely locate its prey. The gas emitted from the posterior of its first leg joints include a chemical substance that, after making contact with another organism's brain, temporarily controls that organism's actions. The Groovy Longlegs use this natural phenomenon, called the endless dance, to make its prey jump between its legs while it moves around in bizarre rhythms. The entire interaction is seemingly odd for a living organism, but the line between organic and inorganic on this planet is not always clear. Now we're going to show you the boss fight for this one, for anyone who's not familiar, because it's a travesty not to. Alright, that is every member for the Arachnorb family. It's a unique family considering all its members are bosses slash mini-bosses, and that's why this list is so short, because they don't appear that regularly. And I hope you all enjoyed watching. Comment down below which members of the family is your favorite, and I will see you next time. Peace.